Hello and welcome to all of my lovely players. How we doing tonight?
Woo!
Ooh, we're doing
I
good.
love that everybody is like, I'm going to gesture at the camera and say nothing. Perfect.
Practice.
It's excellent. So, we have a lovely group of folks here. If you would like to check out the uh, many streamers that we have, it would help if I could spell. It really would help if
Words
I
are
could
hard.
spell. Um,
Spelling's overrated anyway.
there we go. Is it
Spelling.
not? Am I dumb? I might be dumb. I may be out of brain cells. I may have used all of my brain cells to do other things today. There is, in fact, a command in my commands that lists everybody's Twitch channel. While I fix that, let's go around here and we will start with Perchance. Would you introduce yourself briefly and a little bit about your character?
Yeah. Hi. My name is Laura. I also go by Perchance to Dream. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm really excited to work with everyone. This is my first time doing a session like this, so I'm really looking forward to it. Little bit about my character, Edward. He's a warlock. He's going through it, and he's still going to be going through it. So he's here for a fun ride. Thanks for having me, Cherny.
Oh no. Oh no. That was not what I meant to do. Yes, Edward is very much going through it, and he will be going through it for a little bit here.
Oh
But
no. Yeah, I'm ready.
it's going to be a good time. Ginger.
Yes. Ginger, full-time creator and streamer here on Twitch. Yeah, very happy and honored to be part of the session tonight. First one that's, as you said, similar to Perchance, right? This kind of way to run a session. So excited to dig in and do this the theater of the mind session. Kellum, he's a half elf ranger from a far off land and has really spent most of his adult life wandering, living off of bounties and guild boards, and just trying to do what he can to help those who can't help themselves.
I love that. Mel.
What's up, homies? Hi. My name is Mel, aka Meloette, on like pretty much everything else. I am an artist and general nerd of all trades across the social landscape. This ain't my first rodeo. I love doing D&D streams, and tonight I will be playing Sir Bartricia Luscious Evelina Papilophagus III, aka Sir Blep, a corgi paladin, oath of devotion to the Order of the Blep. What is the Order of the Blep? You simply must be the goodest boy or girl around, doesn't matter what type of creature you are, and your initials must spell the word blep. That's it. That's how you're getting. That's me.
It's perfect. I love
I
it.
love her
I
so
love it
much.
so much. Ponderkind.
Hi, friends. I'm Ponderkind. Most of you know me as a cartoon owl, so this might be a bit of a shocker for everybody. Hi, I'm a dude. I'm just some guy, but also I'm also here to portray my namesake. So I'm also playing an owl by the name of Oliver Fulbright, a little bright-eyed, bushy-tailed wizard who just wants to go on an adventure and prove to his parents that, look, mom, adventuring works, okay? I don't want to just be a researcher all my life.
I love that so much. And Goosetown.
Hello, my name is Noah Goose, also known as Goosetown, and today I'm going to be playing a druid, a tiefling druid named Arbor, who also is a fellow goose-ish creature, as much as I am a goose-ish kind of creature. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Wonderful. I am so excited to jump in with all of you. So, without further ado, let's switch over into our characters. When we left off, we did have a little bit of a session 0. You got a little bit of information from the guild master, and you were going to be headed up into the mountains to find this village nestled away in a high valley, and you were given a talisman and the information of a constable that you were supposed to find, um, to get more information about the next steps of your journey. So, with that, how would you like to start off? Or are there any things that you would like to point out about your preparations? I believe we decided that you were given 2 days to get ready to start on your journey.
Yeah, so I made sure to grab rope and general kind of adventurer's gear,
Mhm.
including heavy clothes, right? I
Yep,
have some
'cause you
rations as
guys were
well,
warned
but
about the snow.
yeah, and I'm used to the mountains and traveling through these types of situations. I do have the ability to make good berries as we need, so part of my stock is to be able to throw those, so at least we have rations on the go if we need to,
Nice.
uh, to share with the group.
Nice.
So Blep probably would have happily tagged along with Callum to also collect herself some heavy clothes, maybe some little snow booties, and just prepare mostly for the cold weather ahead.
Right. Very good. How I know that Kellum is well versed in the mountains of the area, being a ranger who frequents the greater wilds around the city where the guild hall is. How familiar is Sir Blep? And this is a question for the rest of you as you think about how you prepared over the last 2 days. How familiar are you with the upper mountains in this area?
I'm sure I've about it, but that's about it.
You've read about it? Yes, and they look very pretty in the artist's renderings, don't they?
hmm But this is the first time I'm outside, like
Mm.
the sunlight, like ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you're a city boy kind of through and through at this point. Is that right for Oliver? You're a city boy?
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Oh,
I was waiting for it.
yeah.
There you are.
Did I disappear? Oh God.
Yep. You had a little
I'm
blip there.
sorry.
That's all
What
right.
happened?
So Oliver is a bit of a city boy then. Yeah.
100%.
Excellent. Love
A
that.
city boy that's also mostly inside. So,
Oh,
just reading all the time. So,
yeah. You're
uh,
gonna have a rough go of it. Alrighty.
yeah. But
How
happy
about
to be here though. Happy to be adventuring.
let me go? I can do it. How about Edward? How did Edward spend these last 2 days to prepare?
Well, based on our session 0, once the group was told that the mountainside is full of snow, Edward's first reaction was, "Oh, what's that?" He's not familiar with that. His little village from far off doesn't really get that kind of weather. It can get cold, sure, but it doesn't really snow. So he doesn't really have that kind of familiarity. He's very grateful that the rest of the group does, thankfully. So he's got his boots, he's got his cold weather outfits. I think the
Mhm.
best way to describe him, if he were like wearing them now, he kind of looks like the little brother from A Christmas Story who's like bundled up so tightly he can't even put his arms down. That's where he is right now. But he's
He
also
is
geared up with his
maybe
weapons.
over
He's
prepared.
ready. Oh, 100%. But he's ready. Like, if this is how they're going to do it, he wants to do it right, even if it's overkill right.
Right.
I have a question. Is he like
Yeah.
the type to like overpack a backpack that it's almost double his size? Like,
No,
Tall guy.
thankfully, his tallness helps, and he's not so much on the over packing side. He feels well prepared. He's been traveling for a while before he met you folks. But when it comes to things he's not familiar with, like say traveling in snow, he's like, "Oh no, we're gonna go all out, 100%." He's gonna do his best, but he's very thankful for the rest of the team for helping him out.
Yes. Excellent. Arbor.
Yes, so I'm someone who only takes just as much as I need in terms of resources. I have full faith in nature's ability to take care of me and provide the resources that I will require along my way. So I'm a very light packer. There's very little that I have picked up over this time that I was not already keeping on my person.
I like that. So here's a question for Kellum, Sir Blep, and Arbor. Do any of you reach out to Oliver and Edward to help them prepare, as they seem to be a bit out of their element?
Oh, I feel like Sir
I-
Bleb would have immediately been like, "We're going shopping. Come. Let's go." But also
I
buy
already
like
have-
double the rations necessary for herself and them, because the one's a growing boy, the other one's too thin to be human.
I get strong Ichabod Crane vibes from Edward,
Yes, right?
like because
You are
he's
correct.
tall and skinny as a reed, and just
Just a skinny, smart
Oh,
boy
you know
with
my
a lot of
inspirations.
problems.
You know my inspirations very, very well. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of here.
Look, I already have. I've brought my dice set. I have rations, right? I won't be bored. I have food. I'll be fine.
it's fine. We'll be fine.
It's fine. Also playing cards, so we won't be bored. We won't be bored.
It's perfect. It's fantastic. So
Do you
you
have any
are all
sixes?
outfitted. It is the morning at the end of your preparation. Things seem to be looking good, but you do notice there is a bit of a front that can be seen along the mountain range. And for those of you who are more nature inclined, if I could have you make either a nature check or a survival check for me.
I could do a survival with being Callum and his apparently not a 9.
A 9. Alrighty. Is anybody else particularly skilled in nature and the like?
Yeah, I believe I just rolled a 22 for a nature check.
A 22.
Ooh.
Excellent. So, Callum, you know that there's some weather coming in. It looks very obvious in the way that the clouds are moving. But Arbor, you can tell that while this is some weather coming in, it is also going to be growing quickly, and it is going to include some heavy winds and heavy snow. And you can see the way it has been developing, even over the last 15 minutes, that this front of snow is going to be approaching the mountain peak very quickly, and it is going to be growing very quickly as well. Yes, Oliver.
Is this the type of weather where it's likely I'll be unable to fly without dying?
Yes, it is. It is dependent on what anybody who is more knowledgeable about the clouds tells you. As weather moves in, your travel is going to be impeded, and you are likely to start dealing with a lot of um, other impact based on the weather.
I mean, Callum mentioned as we're preparing, like assuming Arbor shared the weather stuff with the group. I do have a couple tricks to help us go across snow if we absolutely need it, but try and save that as a last resort, as I don't have a lot of spell slots to get us across.
Right.
So I'm not very used to walking. Is that going to be a problem? Because I mostly fly everywhere, right? It's like, are we gonna be okay, or do I need to buy some rope, some shoes, maybe? I don't know.
Are you asking me or the group?
The group.
Okay.
I'm asking like my friends who know better than me because I
Shoes would
am a city
probably
boy.
be good.
We should definitely get you some shoes.
Okay, I trust you. All right.
Come on. I will. I'm assuming there's like a. What's the word? A hunter's supply shop of sorts.
Yes.
Where we
You
could
are
find
still
this
in the
poor child
city,
some boots.
so just
Yeah.
about any resources that you can think of are available to you. But you can tell that the longer you take, the closer that weather is going to get.
Mhm.
And you are going to be more inundated with that weather as you are not able to be up the mountain.
Or somebody could carry me.
How tall?
He is
I'm
3
How
foot.
tall?
I'm very small. I'm small. I'm
How-
like 65 pounds or something.
Well, Sir Blup is about 3 feet tall. So if smaller than that, sure, she could carry him. But if taller,
I think
that'd be difficult.
2 of you are about
I'm a
the
little
same.
taller, I think, but
Yeah,
yeah,
probably.
close. We're close. You're probably a lot stronger than me, and I'm a bird. I have light bones, right? Because I need to fly, so maybe, but probably shoes still, right? Just
Probably
in
shoes.
case.
We
Mm.
get
Let's get some shoes.
Thank you for that earworm.
References will happen. I apologize in advance. I'll try to keep them to a minimum.
You're fine.
Would we? I'm sorry. I believe we covered this last time, but my memory's a little foggy. Would we be able to access, say, healing potions?
You would be able to purchase them in advance,
Mhm.
so you can have access to that now. But you were told by the guildmaster that the constable would have some things for you when you got there.
Fair. I will. I will purchase 2 just to be safe. It can
Okay.
never hurt to have 2 healing potions.
Mhm.
We always have healing
They
magic.
are the there's one of the D4 and one of the higher, the next up.
So there's standard healing, which is 2d4 plus 2, and then greater is 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah, so you have one of the 2 and one of the 4.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. Anything else? Do you have any specifics, Oliver, in what you're looking for in terms of traveling shoes?
I have almost never worn shoes in my entire life, and I'm a little concerned because I have talons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I hope they can accommodate, right? I'm sure it'll be
While
fine.
Alden are rare in the city that you were in, they are not unheard of. So it is possible for you to go to a shop, and you don't have a lot of options to choose from. But basically, they kind of work in the similar fashion to a Roman sandal, so that they are lashed onto the foot and they give you a little bit of a basically a sole to protect your talons, but they still allow decent flexibility. It is unlikely for you to find anything that is particularly warm for your feet, but it will at least give you a little bit of protection from the ground since you're looking at having to walk a long ways.
I feel so shackled right now. It's like, oh, my feet are bound.
Yeah. So you're still able to like spread your toes and stuff, and still be able to like grab the way that you're used to. But it is weird. You're not used to it. It's very strange.
You're good for now. It's just know once we're into the mountains, that's when you're really going to want to have that extra layer of protection. So don't worry, but soon.
Okay, I believe you. It'll be fine.
It's that first time you try to put the dog in walking boots, the
Yeah,
hiking.
the shame collar.
Amazing.
Yeah, I
Alrighty.
feel like Sir Bluff just gives like a very reassuring pat on the shoulder, like, I understand, Oliver, but it's going to be okay. It's uncomfortable at first, but you get used to it.
Okay, as long as you promise I can fly later.
Later, once the weather is safe, you can fly. Yes?
Yes. And for
Okay.
clarity's sake, the weather is fine now. There is just a bank of weather coming in that is going to get worse as time goes on. So, like, you're good now. You're probably going to be good up into the hills and stuff, but it's going to depend as life continues, how things go. So, it is time to set off. I would like, let's do, hang on. I did the thing and then I didn't do the thing, and now I have to do the thing again.
Do the thing.
Yes.
Stuff and stuff. Things.
So, I would like, yes, roll the thing. Excellent. I would like Ginger and Ponderkind to roll me a d4, please. I saw a 2. I hopped into the wrong character because I'm being useful here.
Did I do that right? I rolled a 1, but I don't know if I did that right.
Excellent. We got a 1 and a 2. Perfect. So,
Oh, wait, those were D4s.
Mm-hmm.
I got worried for no reason.
One of the roll a 2. I'm on a roll. I'm just rolling 2s today, apparently.
Excellent. So, as you set off into the foothills, you continue forward, and travel is pretty decent. You're able to find well-traveled paths that get you up into the more rocky areas of the mountain. The storm front seems to be holding off for now. The winds seem to have shifted enough that it doesn't seem to be moving in towards the mountain peak so much anymore. But it does still seem to be moving that direction. So it's not halted, but it seems to be moving a little bit slower than it was, which is giving you a little bit of time. But at this distance, you are able to hear a little bit of very distant thunder coming from that storm. So at this point, Kellum, would you please make me a survival check to forge your way for the group? Excellent. I was going to ask if anybody wanted to help him, but with a 24, I think
A
Kellum's
little better roll that time. Slightly better.
So, with that, Callum, would you please narrate how you help your traveling party make their way from the sort of rolling green foothills up into the forested mountains at the base of the Ashfold Caldera mountain range?
Sure. I probably wouldn't be necessarily leading. Probably take it in steps just because passing very quickly, this is very easy for me, but I know we have slightly smaller statured, group members. So kind of taking it piece by piece, right? We go to, hey, let's head towards this this tree or this clearing, and kind of piece by piece we navigate our way through as a group. So we're able to make through and kind of hang back and make sure if there are any issues, I'm able to help folks forward.
Very nice. At this point, I am going to ask which of you in the group took control of the talisman that you were given.